Hey guys, it's Mogspawn. What's happening? Jack and I are busy at it, keeping the grind, crunching left and right, making sure our newfound home is going to be a place worth living. Today, our plans are to make more machines, hopefully get into roads, and, of course, dig into more of that mining world of which we have explored. Let's go ahead and see what Jack's up to see how the rest of the day is going to go. Hey Jack, what's up?
Hey!
I see you outside building something. What is all that?
This is probably going to be our new administration building still.
Alright, nice. We have bureaucracy.
Yes, exactly, in its most concrete form.
But, make me cry with those puns.
If you only knew.
Maybe. I might. We have an enchanting station now. Excited about
I heard. We've actually messed with that with one of my swords already.
I too have an enchanted sword, but I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to put it away, because who am I going to fight? I'll bust him up with my bare hands. Yeah. And then lose all of my gear, because I thought I could bust him up with all my hands. Yeah. So we were at last working on the roadways, right? I wanted to see if they made better road systems, and I built a machine for that. Would you like to come check out that machine, Jack?
Do you actually have the plastic machine working?
I have enough to make plastic. Now, past that, you can only ask a man to make plastic. Asking him to build anything. Oh God, you hurt yourself. Guatemalan Indiana Jones cares not.
Dun 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 dun, dun ow.
Alright, in our good old production house. We also got an anvil this week, too, to help build new tools. So, we've went over before in previous episodes the whole electricity situation, where we have a windmill leading down what's known as a basic cable, is what this is called. Or, I'm sorry, advanced universal cable. The different types of cables will matter because some carry gases, some carry liquids, and some carry energy. And some even carry items. This one, as you can see, carries energy. As we come down here, we're going to need a special tool. Let me go to my box and see if I have my special tool. I need a couple of them, actually. There's one of them. And the configurator... here we go. Other one. The two items you're going to need are the configurator and the gauge dropper, to start with. These will make your life indefinitely helpful. Let's go ahead and hit E, Frank. Mr. Jack?
Gotcha.
Now that you're there, go ahead and go to configurator.
Where's the configurator?
In the bottom block, you'll be able to type in config.
I was actually almost typing msconfig.
No. C-O-N, config. Config.
Do I want the 1 or the 100 one?
They're both the same. One is with energy. You see how it says kilojoules? The other is without energy. Yes?
Yes.
Here, I'll give you one right now, so you can use. Take that, please. Okay, now come over here real quick. The default hotkey for that is Shift-M to switch between modes. But I believe you may have changed it to something else.
Oh God, yeah, because now I see the... Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know the Shift-M thingy, apparently.
Okay, hit Escape. When you hit Escape, you'll go to Options, and inside of your Options, you'll notice Controls. Click on Controls, and scroll down to Mechanism, since this is a Mechanism mod. Under Mechanism, you'll have an item. Mine says Delete. The thing they do not tell you is that Shift and this item key will switch modes. So, for me,
gotcha.
it's Shift-Delete. For you, it's Shift-R. Go ahead and switch through some different modes now. The wrench mode makes it easy to break. The other modes make it easy to see the various inputs and outputs of the machines that we will be dealing with today. When you're done toying with the item, pass it on over to me, and I will.
Doesn't bring up anything.
You hit Shift R, and it's not. You gotta hold Shift and then R, and it should say changing mode.
Nope.
In the chat.
It goes into a weird radio.
I'm gonna prove to my people I know what I'm talking about. Pass this.
One second,
Pass it.
I'm going to reset
pass
my
it.
button.
Gonna punch you.
You
Eat some
will
steak.
punch me.
Eat some steak. Call me.
For some reason, Shift M still brings up the planets.
I don't use Shift M. Shift R. You changed the button, didn't you?
I pushed it back.
Oh. I have mine as Shift Delete. A key that won't matter over the long term.
Interestingly enough, it won't let me do a shift. It just says left shift now. I can't make it a compound button.
No. Just choose one button. Choose Delete. Or R. Or just one button. Do not put Shift Delete as the hotkey. Shift is inherent to the tool. So no matter what key you put there, you have to hit Shift and that key.
Okay, now it's working.
Oh, imagine that science. So, with that, as you switch through the modes, go ahead and switch through. You just keep doing it and it'll go through each mode, yeah? Okay, so you'll notice, with all of those various modes, that those are like tools for each of these machines that we are dealing with. Knocking me off my groove with your hotkey business. Okay, so now to make a configurator, go to your menu, hit E, and you'll notice there's two items, 1 and 100. They're the same. Control left click on the item. You'll see the items that require to make a configurator. Oh, but I can't make these things. How do I even begin to start? Well, we'll need
alloy.
And you'll need enriched alloy, because as you'll notice that the next device, that energy tablet, requires two alloy. So that's the best place to... And a stick. But you can get that anywhere. The enriched alloy, however... What?
I was going to say we can enchant the stick.
I'm gonna save that comment for another day. Let's come over here to this machine. This machine right here is a metallurgic infuser. Notice our green advanced universal cable going from the top all the way from the windmill down and providing power to this device. We want to know whether it has energy, so don't right click, just look at it. It'll say 8000 of 8000 RF. Is that correct?
Yes, up in the top.
Notice this one says 0 of 6400 RF.
Yay, power.
This doesn't mean it doesn't have power. This is a generator, so it's not generating power. But this device here, the rotary condenser, has 8000 of 8000. Things to know. Yes?
Yes.
Come back to the metallurgic infuser and right-click on it. Okay. You and I should be able to share, or you don't right-click it over and over again. What are you doing? Remove the tool from your hand, or I'm going to punch you again. That tool affects these machines. Huh?
Oops.
Yeah, did you? I don't know. You have the tool. What did you do?
It did anything.
Okay, if it didn't do anything, we're fine. You can also rotate blocks with that tool. That's what that rotate is. You just shift right-click, and it will rotate blocks in place. Yeah, it's pretty cool. We'll get to that in a moment. Right-click on this guy right here. Okay, so we needed an infused aluminum, right? Or something like that? Enriched aluminum, or... Okay, so that is an iron... Okay, that is an iron ingot and redstone. Notice in the purple box, to the left of it, there is a bar. I've put redstone there. What happened? The redstone bar went up. That is what we will... that is what we will infuse into the iron. Here is one iron. You'll know you're doing correct.
Science!
Science is the best. Okay, notice it's using the right amount of redstone that it needs. It created the item, and look over onto the right-hand side. You'll see 20 kJ for kilojoules. That's how much it needs when it's doing its job. Look over, look in the bottom left, and you'll see 50 J per T. So that's how much it needs just to turn on. Over on the right hand side, you see where it says low. You can click on that, it will go to disabled, and then it will go to high. Do you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
In the bottom right corner. Okay. Keep all your machines on low unless you're doing a large amount of energy, because this is taking in only low amount of energy and providing a low amount of energy. See, so if you put it on high, the machine will freak out and say, I don't know, it doesn't act like it has energy. Yeah? Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, now you have enriched aluminum. You're halfway to making a configurator. But how do I make
2 of them?
What do you mean? Well, do you? We're not making one, are we? Oh, here, I'll make one.
I just thought we were making one.
I'll make one? No, I'll put the thing in. We go chunk, 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 chunk. I just figured a cooking show, you know, we show the, hey, and this is what it looks like at the end. They don't baste the turkey. They don't baste the turkey on there. They're gonna.
I got one.
You basted turkey. Okay,
basted turkey.
So, where are we at? Okay, so we need, first off, we can't make one of these machines without just... You know, we can't just make that. You know what I mean?
You're gonna jump up and down on it first.
Yeah. Go to your menu, where your items are. Type in metallurgic infuser, or just type metal, and you'll be the first item on the left-hand side. When you control click on that, you'll see this is not a very difficult item to make. 2 furnaces, 2 redstone, 4 iron, 2 furnaces. Do you see the item I'm talking about?
Yes.
Yeah, you see, so pretty easy. That's how you start off. You make this guy right there. Now you start making the enriched aluminum. What do we make next? We need to make more configurator stuff.
More configurator.
Okay, so now you're gonna need an energy tablet. Let's control left click on that item in the middle. And you'll notice some of this confuses some people while they're building items. You'll notice that the middle has items that switch time and time again, and like they're rotating. Do you see what I'm talking about with the tablet?
No.
Are you looking? I need you on the same
Where's
page.
the tab of that?
Control click the configurator.
Oh, we're back on the configurator. Gotcha.
Yes, that's what we're trying to build, right?
Yeah, but I had to go look up the other one.
What other one? The tablet?
No, the freaking
metal thing. Yeah, the metal. Sorry.
Alright, there we go. Why does it change?
Okay. It changes because it's telling you can use any 3 metals of that kind down the middle. You see how they keep alternating? You can either use... Now, here's the odd part. I've used osmium, and it doesn't work. So, use what works for you. I know that 3 gold down the center creates that item. 2... or should I say 4 redstone, 1 in each corner, and then the enriched alloy. So we have these items, you have those 2. Let's go ahead and have you make one of those now. You're gonna need to head upstairs and grab yourself some gold.
Let's see, what else did I need?
You should pass me the one that you have, since you're making one. Ah, nice.
Alright, so 4 redstone.
Yes, 1 in each corner.
Where the hell do we put the redstone?
In here, the middle box. I'm jumping up on it.
That's okay, I picked it up. We got a lot of redstone.
We do.
Move over, clock. Boop, 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 boop. Hey, look at that. We got ourselves an energy tablet. Yeah, scientific progress goes boop. Or it's really blank.
You and your scientific boop. Okay, go into the raw materials, grab yourself a lapis lazuli.
Roger.
And you'll notice you need 2 more enriched aluminums. So I'm going to go ahead and pass these to you. The iron's right behind you. Go ahead and head to the table. You picked it up. Go to the table.
I need a stick.
Yes, you do.
grab a log, make a stick. Alright, let's make this thing. Oh wait, you're right. I need 2 more enriched something or others.
And come down here, come down here. I gave you the iron. Just put 2 iron in the metallurgic infuser. Notice how everything lights up. And
like
whoosh noise from above. Did I grab the item?
You grabbed the item.
Oh, that's what the... So that's what the configurator does. Right click on that.
Oops,
Not
it
the
removes
tablet.
everything in.
Yeah.
Alright, we got 2 bits. Let's go do this thing. Boom! We have ourselves a sonic screwdriver.
Okay. Do you have any food on you?
I have a bread.
Good, we'll need that bread in a moment. Okay, now that you have those items procured, do you have your configurator built?
Yes.
Alright. So you're like, why did we do all of this? Right?
Yeah, why did we do all this?
We did all this because we want to make plastic. That machine behind you makes plastic. Yeah, and it's kind of scary looking. Looks intimidating as hell, but it actually has a very few parts that make it kind of easy. What I'm going to ask you to do right now is set your gas, get the configurator, but do not click this machine. When you have the configurator in hand, switch to gas mode.
Okay.
Yeah, and I was saying it wrong. It's shift, not control. That's probably why I was messing you up earlier. So I apologize for that.
No, you're saying shift.
Okay, you see how it says configurate gases, right?
Yes.
Okay, look on this side. This side is red, right?
Yeah.
Don't click anything. Okay, now put nothing in your hand. Okay, click on this tube right here, this gas tank. See this gas tank, how it has stuff in it?
Yeah.
That gas tank is feeding into that red. Red is the sign for input to these devices. Now, I want you to watch. I'm going to switch them real quick, okay? Notice how I'm shifting, I'm holding shift and I'm right clicking. What happened? You need the tool in your hand, of course. I'm sorry.
Oh, it turned blue.
Okay, yeah, blue. Now watch what happens when I shift right click it again.
Oh, it disengaged.
And again. Red is input. Come over to this side. Blue is output.
Gotcha.
Sides can have more than one. Like you can have energy and gas or energy. I like doing one side per. Notice how I have the energy going on the bottom. Now, check this out. Look at the top. The top is gray, correct?
Yep.
Okay, now do shift and switch to items. Configurate item.
Got it.
Notice how it's red.
Yes.
For input. But come back over here on the side. Remember how this was red? Now it is no longer red.
It is gray.
Because this is looking at the item portion of it, not the gas. Or, yeah, not the gas. This is looking at the item portion. Now look up here at the top one. You see that? Blue for output. These are very important to know because when you put an item in there, what that tells it is spit that item out into this box. This item, instead of just hanging out in the tube, accepts the item and puts it into one of the filler slots. Let me show you how that works real quick. Do you have that bread I asked you about?
Yes, I do.
Let's take that bread and right-click on the crusher. Once you right-click on the crusher, place the bread into the red box. You'll notice the machine starts making all kinds of noises. And I'm glad you put more than one because we'll be able to see the effects. Okay, now notice it creates this thing called biofuel. And then it dumps it down here. Oh, what's that wooing noise? Wooing means it's drawing
magic.
power. Let's click on this. What's going on here?
It's turning into substrate.
That's right. The water from the behind and the hydrogen from the side is making substrate with the biofuel that we put into it. Notice that the power bar is the same. If you right click on it, it's like in the same place. Now, you can manually do this. I'm going to ask you to be very careful with now. On the left side, you see where it says side config? Yes or no?
Yes.
Click on side config. Don't click on any of the boxes in the bottom. But this is if you click the, you see how it has energy, fluids, and gases, like on the left and right side of the thing? 2 tabs on the
Yes.
left. Each of those are each sides of the box. This gives you kind of an overall look at the box and how it's connected. And for each of these, you'll notice there's a thing at the top called auto eject. So go to the gases on the right side and you'll notice there's red and then there's blue. And notice that auto eject is on. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, that is on because this is an output right here, correct? We did that a moment ago with this being an output. Yes?
Yes.
So right click on this gas tank. What kind of gas are we making now?
Ethylene.
Oh. Your bread got turned off for some reason, or something happened up here. Why did this get turned off? That's not good.
I didn't do it.
Oh, didn't happen. One of the electricity's not plugged in the back of it. I can fix that real quick.
Oops.
So all I have to do is turn to energy, configure energy, and then shift right click the back. And that will turn it into an on. Somehow it got turned off. I'm not blaming you, but I'm going to say you were the only other human being there. Okay, so notice whooshing noises. Come up here. We're going to put that on low. Low lets it continuous. Go. Okay, click on this one. We already know it goes here. Click on this gas thing. Watch what happens to the ethylene in just a second. Not yet. You'll hear. You'll know when. Now. Woo, 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 woo.
I think it jumped. Oh, there it goes. 250.
You see, we're making ethylene gas by compressing these materials and putting them into this tank. Now, why do we need to do that?
Because we need ethylene.
And furthermore, how do you get hydrogen in this tank over here? You just build a gas tank. We know about building gas tanks. We did that before. In fact, go to hit E and go to gas tank, and you'll see the very first item. Left control, left click, and you'll notice it's just pulverized with a bunch of osmium around it, or osmium. You see?
Yeah.
So that's how you make the tank, but how do you make the crusher then? Because the crusher is how you make the pulverized iron. Oh, so now we're starting the crusher. Type now in E, go to E, type crusher. Once you type crusher, you'll notice it is in the second row, at least for ours. In yours, you may have to type crusher out entirely because there's many varieties of these. If you type the word crusher as a whole, it's the last item. Left, right click on it, and you'll see how easy that was to make. Oh God!
How do we make control circuits?
Ha! Let's get some osmium or osmium. Come here, some osmium. Osmium. Oh, osmium. Come up here. Come up here. Osmium.
You and your osmium.
In here. It's in here. I promise you, it's in there.
What am I looking for? Osmium. Gotcha.
Take 1, 2, whatever. Take some. Not a whole bunch. Not that we're low on it. It's just, you know, we don't want to change a bunch of these items.
Oh, I gotta go to the Oh no, I gotta go to the metallurgic.
Down here,
infuser.
yeah. Down here.
Mr.
Now
Infuser.
we put iron in here first time. I want you to put osmium. You put the whole thing. That's gonna make 64 of those.
No, I'm gonna take it out. I just can't figure out. Oh, you did it. Okay,
Right click with the stack. Trying to use up all of our energies. You're like, what's his name? Red Fox? Or not Red Fox, that was Sanford and Son. What was the other dude? Red Green. Yes.
Oh man. I made a control circuit.
Yes.
Woo, 2 control circuits.
Nice. Now you just know how to make control circuits. We don't need them unless you want to build another crusher. But that's how you do that. And you'll notice on the crusher, it's just 1 redstone in each corner, 2 buckets of lava. But what's this thing in the center? A steel casing. Oh, that's just osmium and a cross. Okay? So the crusher is fairly easy to make. You need to go like out of your way to get crazy materials.
Ah, okay.
Other things you're gonna need, let's not click on them, but let's just look. Come over here. You'll notice this red cable here that I'm standing on. It's a special kind of cable. What is it called?
It's a gas cable.
Is that what it's called?
Advanced pressurized tube.
Aha, advanced pressurized tube. Notice gases and liquids are completely different. Look what's going from the water to the back of this machine.
A basic mechanical pipe.
Yep, and notice each of them contain, like, gas doesn't have an amount, but the liquids and the solids do.
Of course, this big one here goes as a basic logistical transporter, which it sounds just as good as basic mechanical pipe.
Yes, these are, notice right here, you're looking at all of the tubing you'll need for this. You'll need a basic logistical transporter, an advanced universal cable for power, basic mechanical pipe for liquids, and advanced pressurized tube for gases. Now, with all of that said, how do we make hydrogen? Let's come over here to the electrolytic separator. Okay, you'll notice we already have some items in the electrolytic separator. And this little device needs, let's look in your, hit E menu, and you're trying to get gauge dropper. Or you can type dropper.
Gotcha.
You'll notice this is just glass with osmium at the top, right? Pretty easy.
Yes.
Okay, so you have this little device lets you transport gases from one place to the next. To make the electrolytic separator, go ahead and type, I learned to type SEPA, and that did it for me. And that gave me it's like the first item, SEPA. We're not going to build these things, but I'm just showing you that these are things that can be built. You'll need some enriched alloy and an electrolytic core. The electrolytic core really isn't that difficult. You already have the crusher built, so crush some osmium dust and then build you some enriched alloy. Bam, you have yourself your device. You need gold on one side, iron on the other, with osmium on top and bottom. Yeah? Are you with me so far? Did I lose you?
No, we're good. We're good. Except one thing of note, when you type in SEPA, the second thing on your separator list is a magical animal separator, which kind of scared me at first.
Magical animal separator. I need to look into that.
Yes, we do.
Alright, so I got some buckets of water down here. That's all I was going up there to get. Come here. Okay, this device, as you saw in the menu, is pretty easy to make, and you'll already have the stuff needed to make it. The next biggest part is having a limited or water supply. The best thing to do, 2 buckets of water. You just take this bucket, and for the purpose of my example, you see how you have a 1x3. You put it 1 there, you put 1 there, in the first and the last, and then now you can infinitely grab from the middle, and it will replenish.
Oh, that's so smart.
Things to learn. Now, I did that because I need water to go into the electrolytic separator. Here, take one of these. Now, put it in the electrolytic separator, and that far left item. You'll notice the water fills, and I'll fill it up some more. Now, fill it up again, and you see that little water level is making the hydrogen level rise. Notice that we're losing electricity on this thing too, like it's not as powerful as it could be. Now, configurator, remember earlier how you asked about it? and say, hey,
Yes.
what's the difference between the 0 and the 100 one, right?
Yes.
Right-click in your electrolytic separator. And this has been in every device we've used. I just want to stop now as a caveat. That you see that a little electricity box on the far right side?
Yes.
Put your configurator in there.
It didn't
That
work.
is not what I meant to do.
Wrong box.
It has to reach the box. It has the lightning bolt. It goes in the one with the lightning bolt.
You picked mine up. Alright.
Please do
That
not right-click. Yeah, empty hands when you right-click machines. Always. Empty hands when you right-click machines.
Alright, which box am I supposed to be putting it in again?
The far right one.
It won't let me.
Okay, then let's go over here to this one. Go to the metallurgy infuser. Will it let you do it here?
Nope.
Odd. I wonder if I have to turn it on high for it to do that. No. That's weird. You should be able to power tools up with that. I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Or
Gotcha.
hold on a second. How about over here? Huh.
Maybe we built the wrong one.
No, that is the correct configurator. I did this earlier. That's how I have 33 kilojoules on my thing. I'm not sure. But you know what it might be? Let's see if this will do it. You might... Yep, you have to put them in generators. You can put them in that generator right there.
Ah, okay.
But it has no energy going to it because it's a generator. Now watch this. Right, you put it in there. Yeah, is it in there?
It's in there.
That didn't work. We need something that burns. Be right back. Burn.
I have my map.
Don't burn your map. That's silly. If anything, I'll grab some coal if this doesn't work. There we go. Now look at your configurator. What's happening to it?
Charging up.
Yeah. It will have so much power that it can use over time, and you'll have to refill. I just side caveat: know how to fill your tools with power.
Nice. I'm
Okay.
gonna charge my electric drill.
So we have the dropper. Yeah, we've now made hydrogen. How do we get the hydrogen from here to over here? I can build an elaborate thing of tubes, but for right now, I'm just going to show the layman's way of doing this. You take the dropper, you drop the dropper in the electrolytic separator. You take the item, and whichever one you want, hydrogen or oxygen, you put it underneath that item. So for the hydrogen, I'm putting it under there, and it's slowly filling. But it's stored. Okay, on my stream it didn't fill. See it real quick. I put it in the negative one to empty it, and you see how the gas tank goes up.
Yes.
And then I come back over here, take the dropper, put it under the hydrogen. It fills the hydrogen up to 1,000. See, we're out of hydrogen now.
Yep.
So you're like, well, what do I do? You can actually dump chemicals or dump gases. You see how there's the idle buttons on the left and right side?
Yeah.
All I'm gonna do is dump, and now I'm dumping all that oxygen. See how it's emptying? And because I'm dumping that oxygen, I'm creating more room for the hydrogen inherently.
Ah.
So go ahead and take your tool, put it in there, fill up your hydrogen. Watch as the device fills, and then come over here and put it under the minus sign, D. And you'll also notice that if you put it on the plus sign, it will fill. So that means you're taking away and putting in. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right. So now, last but least, that whole project, you notice how it made that made this special gas we need, right?
Yes.
We need this special gas. So we need one last device to help make plastic, and that is this guy over here, the rotary condenser. The rotary condenser, you see how there's already liquid ethylene in there. Don't put
Yes.
any tubes in there that because I don't want to mix chemicals. You did, because that could actually possibly cause a problem. But I take my empty gauge dropper, I go over to here, I then take the ethylene gas, putting it in the plus sign. I have the ethylene gas. You'll notice that's empty now. I come over here, I put the dropper inside of the minus symbol so it fills, and you'll notice the machine lights up and oh, things are going on. When you click the T, it changes different modes. Right now it's in condensation mode. That's what we want to keep it in.
So, okay, you're taking condensate and turning it into liquid. Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm taking the gas and I'm making it a condensate. I'm making it a liquid. Now, with that liquid, I can make liquid ethylene and the same gauge dropper. And then take that liquid ethylene, put it in a tank over here, and long story short, instead of a hydrogen one, I would have, instead of a hydrogen one, I'd have a liquid ethylene here. And then I would use the pellets the substrate, and then that would make my plastic. I'm not gonna do it for the presentation, but it's because it takes a little bit for it to do it. But to give you an idea, that is how you make plastic with what's known as a pressurized reaction chamber. Woo. Connected to a crusher with a portable tank filling with water behind it. If you'd like more of the information on this, you can type in pressurized reaction chamber space mechanism with a K as it's typed on the block, and it should be the first few items you see in Google. And it will have an entirety of how to put this thing together. And it was a little confusing, but I promise you, over enough time and understanding specifically how the configurator works, you will help yourself achieve victory.
Thank you.
No problem, Jack. Glad that you were able to be a part of this. And
Me
the more
too.
stuff that I make, the more coolness you'll be able to see.
Unearthing this game so it's actually easier to play.
One mod at a time.
One mod at a time. You should go get a bucket of water for your mouth. You've been talking like straight for the last 30 minutes.
That is how much stuff is down there, by the way. 30 minutes worth of, hey, all of this. And keep in mind, I had to look up all that stuff from scratch. Like, how does this do this? How does this do this? Each one of those items that I was able to boom, 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 boom. I bet you barely remember that core thing that you had to make, that little, like, crushed, iron and whatever. Iron and osmium and copper.
Yeah, but I have it recorded. I can go back and look upon it now.
Yes, you can.
Paintbrush.
You and your paintbrush.
An iron saw?
Yeah, you can cut blocks in half with that iron saw. It's awesome.
Oh, cool.
I made. If you look in that thing, there's glass slabs that are half slabs of glass. You can put on the ground to cover stuff.
Oh, cool.
Figured yeah. Or for like roofing or whatever.
Such coolness.
I know.
Such wow.
I gotta keep giving you coolness, and there's a spider out there. It terrifies me. I hope Jack didn't die. Well, guys, I appreciate everybody coming out for today's Horizon Daybreaker. We got a lot of stuff going on with those machines. As you can see, we've been crazy at work trying to keep the pressurized reaction chamber going with having power and new supplies. I'm thankful to have such good teammates helping me along the side. I'd like to also remind everybody that this broadcast is brought to you in part by Contempo Web Service. They bring good websites to good small businesses. Hit them up at www.contempowebservice.com. This is Mogspawn saying thanks for once again stopping by. I gotta head out for the night and give me some sleeps. I'll catch you around. Peace!